Hello, my purpose driven experts. I want to come to you and say, I apologize. Some of you who hopped onto my live training earlier today realized that I kept losing connection. But you know who I am and the kind of person I am. I am always still going to show up for you. So I am still doing the presentation, but it's just recorded. So if you're watching this, thank you guys for coming back because I've got an awesome training that I know that you guys want to know, right? So today we're going to be talking about making digital products with Chatgpt 4.0. All right. So, what if your next income stream could be created this weekend using just your voice and a few simple prompts? Well, you know your girl got you because she's sharing some of her best prompts with you today. And if you have not and didn't, this is your first time watching one of my videos, then you definitely want to go ahead and grab a pen and paper so that you can take notes. So, and let's think about this. And no, you don't need to be techie, a great writer, or have weeks of free time because who got time for that? Not me. So, today, this is what we're going to cover making digital products with ChatGPT. We're going to talk about how to simplify content creation, what products to start with, the exact prompts that I use, and how to turn your ideas into income. Ooh, yes. So if this is your first time seeing my face in your feed, hello, what's up? How you doing? I am Alease Michelle Jones, and I help coaches over 40 create profitable digital products in a stress-free marketing strategy so that you can grow without the hustle and confusion. And if you are digging anything that I'm putting down during this training, you know what I need? I need for you to drop an emoji in the comments to let me know that you are feeling the love. And if you have not already, I need for you to go to hit that subscribe button because subscribing helps me get my content out there to more people. And if you like what I am putting down and you know other people need this information, go ahead and hit that share button because sharing is caring. So before ChatGPT, I used to overthink everything. Who didn't? Who did not just overthink every single thing they did? I did. I would write down notes. I would put them in a notebook. I would put them on stickies, like trying to just flush out ideas. That was me overthinking everything, confusion. And you know, when you overthink, when you're confused and you procrastinate, you get nothing done. And that's not what we're gonna do. We're gonna make this easy breezy for you. So with ChatGPT, now I can simplify what I am doing. I can simplify it all because I can create content. My screen just went blue. What is that about? There we go. With ChatGPT, now I can simplify it and create digital products in just a weekend. And you're going to be able to do the same thing. So, some of the biggest mistakes that I see a lot of purpose driven entrepreneurs, coaches, life coaches, experts, workshop leaders, all these are the mistakes that I see. They're waiting until everything is perfect. Is that you? Are you waiting for everything to be perfect? Because that was definitely me, right? Wanting everything to be absolutely pristine, not knowing what to create, trying to do it all themselves and thinking they need a big audience. Y'all know that big old push that you need to have 10K followers and all this time things. You can have all of these followers and not be making money. So you still can generate income, smart income in your business as an online entrepreneur, as a coach, as a workshop leader, as a spiritual leader, whatever you know you are purpose driven and you want to share your information out there, you still can make money with a small audience, right? Just know that. So let's keep going. So the power is all in the AI and done for you content. The power, yes, is all in the AI and the done for you content. So today, what we're going to cover, we're going to jump right into it. What digital products can you create? Now, the smart, simple focus is to focus on 4 products, just 4 products, right? Ebooks, a mini course, and a mini course is a pre-recorded lessons, meaning like what I'm doing right now. I am pre-recording this. Typically, I would have done this live, but we're not doing that because of technical issues. This would be a pre-recorded class that I will upload. And it could be multiple lessons, it could be one lesson. Lead magnets. Oh my gosh, yes. This is the way people get to test out what you are offering. You're giving them a little taste of solving their problems. And then the fourth type could be a workshop. This could be a lifestyle or in person if you wanted to, which doesn't, it takes away from the digital property, but a lifestyle type of presentation where there are exercises, there are things that they can do. Maybe you have like a follow-up workbook along with it. That would be considered a workshop. And actually, if I was doing this live, this would be considered a workshop. Okay, so every Saturday, these are my live type of workshops that I put on. Okay, so you don't need 10 products. You don't need this and a that and a this and a that, especially when you're just starting off. You need one great offer to start with. One great offer to start with. And ChatGPT can help you do all of that in a weekend. So here's some examples of different products that I've been able to help my clients create and products that my Coach Simplify Academy members are using right now. So this Building Your Fashion House was created. This is an ebook. This probably is oh gosh, I think this is almost a 60-page ebook. And it was created with ChatGPT with one of my clients, Tara Davis. She's a fashion designer, and she wanted to get this information out to people who are trying to build their own fashion house. A lot of this information is sort of like held close to the chest, and so she wanted to be able to share that with her followers that they can build their own fashion house. And we did this in the ebook style. Then my Coach Simplify Academy members, they also are able to take the slide decks, the Done For You slide decks that come in every single Done For You collection that Coach Simplify Academy members get, can take the content, use ChatGPT to add their own personal touch to it, and recreate a brand new presentation, workshop, course, or ebook. Some of them are taking these slides and turning them into ebooks as well, all using ChatGPT. Okay. So it's all possible. It is so possible, right? So what is my ChatGPT flow? How do I work everything into making this happen? Because it is a formula that you want to follow to get the most out of ChatGPT. And before I go on, I do want to share that I am using the paid version of ChatGPT. But you can do a lot of these things with the free version as well. All right, so my flow. This is my 4-step flow that I use. One is idea generation. Sometimes, because you know how we are, we get all in our feelings and our emotions, and we can't come up with things, and we think, oh my gosh, this one idea is a great idea, and really someone else is already doing it, and you want to be a little bit more, sassy with your idea. I do allow ChatGPT to help me with idea generation. Give me this many ideas about XYZ. And let me see, because sometimes ChatGPT, not sometimes, most of the time, ChatGPT comes up with ideas that I would have never thought of, right? So first step is the ideal generation. The second step is that I ask it to outline it. So once I choose the one that I like, I say, okay, let's outline this. Let's see what we got going on. And then once we outline it, we take each section and we create a draft of that, because it's always a draft, because we need to tweak it. I need to make sure it's in my voice, it's conversational, and that we're not repeating things over again. And then once that draft is looked at, I tweak it, I change it, I work on my next step and last step, which is the marketing message. Because you can create an awesome product, but if no one sees it, if you don't put it out there, then it doesn't get bought. And the thing is, we're all about smart income and making it easy for ourselves. All right. So, what are the prompts that I use? Now, this is one of the questions that I get a lot. Okay, how are you prompting this? How are you getting chat to do all these things for you? Well, this is, if you have not already, this is the time right now to either stop this video and go get some paper and pen, paper and pen, pen and paper, pen and paper. I always say it backwards, pen and paper, so you can take notes, or pull out your phone and take a screenshot. But let me just say this. One of the things that I remember from all of my studies and all of the schools I've been to is that you remember things that you write down. I know it is so easy for us to take screenshot of things and to capture the idea. Even though I do that as well, I do go back through my photos, my screenshot photo album to write down the things that I saw, right? So now that it sticks in my brain, I see it, I write it down, I kinesthetic write it down. So what I'm saying to you, if time is an essence and you want to get the information quickly, then screenshot it. But promise yourself that you'll come back and you'll write it down somewhere so that you can always go back and reference this. Because these are the prompts that you definitely want to come back and reference. All right. So what are the prompts that I'm using? What is it that I'm using? Right. So this is prompt number one for flow step number one, which is ideal generator, right? I put in this prompt. The prompt that's over to the left-hand side is the prompt that I put in. Give me 10 digital product ideas for a whatever kind of coach you are, type of coach, what type of leader you are. So let's say for a manifestation coach who helps what career professionals who help whatever to get the results that they want, whatever that results are. So I give you an example of a prompt that I actually put into ChatGPT. So I said, give me 10 digital product ideas for a manifestation coach who helps career professionals with attracting their dream job. And bam, this is what I get. I get 10 different ideas that chat comes up with. And these are really good ones that I would have never thought of. So let's look at number one, dream job manifestation journal. Hey, let's look at number five, manifestation meditation library for career growth. Manifestation meditation. That's a lot to say. Library career growth. That's different. That really hits home to one specific need. Let's look at number eight, manifestation and mindset masterclass career edition. Career edition. How many manifestation coaches do you know that are focusing on career growth or getting their ideal job, dream job? Not many. And then number 10, a monthly manifestation calendar for career goals. These are just some of the ideas, okay? Just 10. And you can ask it to give you 10 more if you don't like these 10. Prompt number two is the product outline. Now, once I've decided on what are those ideas that I like, and out of this one, I liked number six, but we're going to get to this. The prompt is create a detailed outline for a product type, right? So you will put your product type in them, titled whatever the title that ChatGPT gave you, or you can come up with a different title that helps your ideal audience solve whatever the particular problem is. Okay. So if you didn't write that down, go ahead and write that down. If you need to take a quick screenshot, do that right now. So when I put this into ChatGPT, this is what I put. Create a detailed outline for number six. That was number six. If I go back, number six was Dream Career Alignment Workbook. Okay. For number six, titled Dream Career Alignment Workbook that helps professionals solve getting their dream job. So the audience was professionals. And then the problem is they want to get their dream job. So I put that prompt in. This is what chat dropped for me. Dream Career Alignment Workbook, right? It gave me a subtitle. It gave me a subtitle, y'all, to put in my ebook. It gives me the introduction and it breaks it down into sections for me, right? I couldn't put everything down, but it outlined it. I was like, whoa, what? Yes, it outlined it. So that's a great start. Then I go to prompt number three, which is to draft the content. So this is the prompt that I use. Write an introduction for sections, because you remember the outline is it broke it down into sections. It ended up breaking it down into like 4 different sections for me. So I got to break it down and give it to like expand more on content. So the prompt that the prompt that I put in was write an introduction for section 1 based on the outline above. And that's exactly what I wrote into chat. Write an introduction for section 1. I just put 1 because I knew we were writing the same chat, right? We're same conversation. Based on the outline above. Bam. It gives me section 1. Clarity is powerful. And then to define what you really want and watch the universe respond. Okay. And it breaks it down even more. So, what I would do from this stage right here is that I would go and read through it sometimes because y'all know I'm a Gen X person and I'm a paper person. I print these out. I print these out. I did say that. I print this out and I review it. I look over it, I read it to see if it really sounds like me in my tone. If it does not sound like me, then I go back into that draft and I say, can you create this more conversational? Or can you write this more to someone with a 10th grade education? Now, let me explain that a little bit because y'all might be like, ooh, 10th grade education. A lot of people do not read on the same reading level as all the rest of us, right? Some of us are really advocate readers, so your reading level is very high. So sometimes ChatGPT, especially if you're inputting things that you've written or a transcript you've said and you've inputted in ChatGPT because it remembers all the conversations that you guys are having. It will write the way you talk or speak. And sometimes it might pull up some, some really high intelligent, PhD level writing, which would be too advanced for your common person. So I like to ask it to write in a 10th grade level because then I know everyone in my audience would definitely understand it and would keep the language simple. Simple. It was simplified because sometimes we are so close to the subject matter that we are teaching and we speak in so much technical jargon that the common everyday person doesn't understand. So when I ask it to write at the 10th grade level, then it's always going to give me basic common language that most people, right, 98.7% people will understand, right? So don't ever think of it as being derogatory or putting someone down. It's just making sure that your language is conversational and easy to understand. Because when something is easy to understand and it speaks to people, then they're able to implement what you're putting out there. Okay. All right. So let's get back to that. All right, so that was prompt number 3. Prompt number 4 is marketing. So now that I've gotten my draft out the way, right? And I've looked at everything and everything looks good, now I'm ready to market. And so this is the prompt that I use to make that happen, right? So write a social post that promotes what your product name is using the PAS or the AIDA framework. Now you might be saying, Alease, what is that? What is the PAS and what is the AIDA framework? Well, the PAS is stands for problem, agitate, solution. Okay. So I wanted to write a social media post that will address the problem, that will agitate the problem, and then provide them with a solution, which will be your workbook. Or you can write it in the AIDA framework, which is attention, interest, desire, then action. So I want to grab the person's attention. I want to then grab their interest, and then I want to speak to their desire, and then I want them to take action. And so you can ask ChatGPT to write in either or those formats, and it will choose like I've done, like it has done for me right here. So let's look at this. So I put in ChatGPT, write a social media post that promotes the Dream Career Alignment Workbook that we just outlined, wrote the draft for, using the PAS or AIDA framework, which I just explained to you. And it does. It starts with still stuck in a job that drains you when you know you're meant for more. So it actually wrote this post in the AIDA framework, which is attention, interest, desire, action. And let me continue to read. You're not alone. So many brilliant professionals are working hard, but feeling misaligned, applying endless, but nothing sticks, wondering if their dream job even exists. It does, but you have to align with it before it appears. See, that was a desire. So that for what? How many lines was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 lines is the attention, interest, desire, and then next is the action. Introducing the Dream Career Alignment Workbook, your step-by-step guide to getting crystal clear on your dream role, shifting your energy, and taking inspired action to attract it with confidence. And then it breaks it down and tells you what's inside the ebook. Now, y'all tell me if that is not some sales copy, that's some sales copy. Some awesome stuff. So, those are the prompts that I use to create just an ebook in ChatGPT, and you can do the exact same thing, right? So, what happens when you use the system? What happens when you use the flow? What happens when you use these prompts? Well, let me tell you, you stop overthinking everything and you finally finish that idea. You've had a product that you now are proud of to sell. You gain the momentum fast to put your products and create the products that you need. Okay. I know I said that with so much excitement, but I do want y'all to understand when you have a system, when you have a plan, a flow, the templates, the things you need, you will stop the overthinking. You'll finish and get the idea out there. You'll be proud of a product that you've created because it came from you. It came from the effort. You used you use what you needed to use to make things easy and simple for you, and it helped you gain the momentum because you're not just sitting on your butt wondering and wishing and wanting. You're actually putting things into action. Okay. So when you combine ChatGPT with your voice and done for you content, it's like having a full creative team in your back pocket. You got ChatGPT, you got the done for you content, and bam, 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 you got a team working for you. That's what I like, right? So what? So if you want to take the guesswork out of creating your next product, then I want you to start off with to find your best digital product offer ebook. This is a free guide that breaks down what you should sell, even if you're just starting out. Now you can go to coachsimplify.com/SS path so that you can download this free guide. Again, it is called What Should I Sell? Find your best digital product offer. This is something that if you're a little confused, sometimes you just want to know what's the best thing for you and how it fits into what you do, then start with this guide. This is a free guide that breaks it down and actually shares with you and shows you what you should be selling, even if you're just starting out, right? And then I want you to come and join us at the Coach Simplify Academy. You can start off free, 14 days free trial in the Coach Simplify Academy. You can go to coachsimplify.com/14 days. When you join us in the Coach Simplify Academy, you definitely get Done For You collection every single month, right? Which helps you create these digital products a lot faster. You also get group coaching calls with me twice a month will help you answer and address any problems that you might be having. And if you don't have problems and you want to come in and listen to all the success stories and other things that people are asking so that you might get some more insight, you can join those. We have those twice a month. You also get additional labs and workshops from me, right? That will advance what you are learning and doing. So I teach you classes on how to market your course. I teach you how to use AI to create different products, these type of things. So this is definitely if you are in the next level of your business and you want to have the support, you want to have the templates and the resources to make all of this happen, all in one location spot with a great team of other people like you doing the same thing, getting success, and the Coach Simplify Academy is for you. You can join us today for 14 days for free. Oh my gosh, it's so much stuff in there that you're going to love. You can go to coachsimplify.com/14 day to get start your 14-day trial. All right. So these are my final thoughts. You don't need more time. You don't need more time. I know we said when we're busy, oh, if I just had just a couple of more hours, or oh, if I can just stay up a couple more hours, I could get this done. You don't need more time. You need a simpler way to get things done. And let ChatGPT help you get that done. So if you try the academy, try the guide, all I just need for you to do is to start. Y'all hear me? Y'all got me? All right. You guys, thank you so much. Thank you for going, joining me on this journey. Thank you for showing up for me today. I know it was supposed to be a live presentation, but y'all know technical issues happen. That's why you go with the flow and you get things done the simplest way possible. All right. You guys have an awesome, blessed day, and I'll see y'all next Saturday. Peace out.